Hello everyone, and welcome back to the HCI IoT course series. In today's lesson, we will be talking about Home IoT gateways, where I will introduce services that IoT gateways can provide in the home field. In the previous lesson, we talked about the application of IoT gateways in industrial scenarios. Today, we will learn about applying IoT gateways in home scenarios. There are already a number of various smart home appliances and other devices on the market, but they all need a smart device that can manage and control all these devices. This is known as a smart home gateway. It is the heart of a smart home and is also the unified egress of smart devices, which highlights its importance in the home. By the end of this lesson, you will have gained a good standing of the Home IoT gateway, Huawei Hailing platform, and Huawei Smart Home solution. Before we begin, we need to understand why a smart gateway is needed and what it can provide. Before the smart devices exploded onto the scene, a simple home network setup consists of a desktop computer connected to the internet through a dial-up modem, which is a simpler point-to-point structure. Now, the widespread use of FTTH has led to optical modems being widely used in homes, with which wireless internet has become a mainstay. Not only has accessing the internet become easier, but also the devices we use to access the internet have become smaller and more diverse, such as computers, smartphones, tablets, and set-top boxes. A typical home network nowadays is more representative of the star structure that we talked about in the last lesson. In the future, a smart home gateway, or ONT, will act as the home terminal, whereby almost all home devices will connect to the internet through the smart ONT, creating a complete smart home system. This will form a mesh network. Can you remember any of the characteristics of the mesh structure? For one, it doesn't have a control center, so all devices can be intelligently connected to other devices to exchange data. All future networks are expected to evolve toward this kind of structure. The smartphone revolution in 2006 not only boosted the development of wireless communication technologies, but also kick-started the development of home network. As phones became smarter and tablets were introduced to consumers, a home terminal was needed to connect them all to the internet. On top of this, fixed broadband gradually evolved to fiber access, meaning smart ONTs not only provide high-speed internet, but also lay the foundation for the development of other home services. The smart home network will be modeled on this and will continue to run over a broadband connection. One thing that will change is how IoT devices within the home connect to the internet. Although most devices will connect to the home network through Wi-Fi, certain devices such as smart fridges and door locks will connect through Zigbee or Z-Wave, as shown in the diagram. In an environment that is home to a diverse range of connections, a Wi-Fi router is simply no longer enough. Rather, a smart gateway that can connect devices at different standards and implement unified management and control is therefore needed. Let's now see what services a home IoT gateway can provide. First, it enables smart acceleration. This is important as most home users watch and download videos or play online games. So the smart ONT is able to optimize the speeds for services such as this. This can be achieved by installing a smart acceleration plugin that will accelerate video streaming and download speeds, as well as reduce latency for online gaming. Another important service is seamless Wi-Fi coverage throughout the whole home. Although some home IoT devices will use different standards and network, 80% of them will still be connected through Wi-Fi. And this simply highlights the continued importance of Wi-Fi in the home. In many existing home networks, many rooms require a router to be installed inside each room to achieve strong Wi-Fi coverage. Even then, as an example, the coverage distance is very limited and is unlikely to be picked up by a room upstairs. To overcome this problem, Huawei has two solutions. One solution is to install the primary router in a large room, such as the living room, to ensure strong signal coverage. Another solution is to install PLC modems in the bedrooms to extend Wi-Fi coverage through the power lines, while a third solution is to install a wireless repeater on the staircase. Moving on, let's now look at intelligent interconnection through smart ONTs. Future homes are moving more towards smart automation in a move to cut energy consumption and bring greater convenience to our lives. A smart ONT is needed to connect all of these appliances and devices, regardless of their transmission standards, and provide a platform to control them in one place. On top of this, we also need a cloud platform so that we can control the devices through a smartphone, and even when we are away from home. And last but not least is intelligent O&M. Through the cloud platform, we can control, run, and maintain home devices at a click. The smart ONT provides open home and open elastic pipe capabilities, which comprise the advanced structure of this technology, helping make smart homes a reality. That is, one core and two open capabilities. At the heart of this structure is the smart ONT. Running off this core are open home capabilities, which include smart Wi-Fi coverage and Zigbee and Z-Wave, enabling ubiquitous connectivity, as well as open pipe capabilities that extend flexible pipes from operators to homes, integrating applications and building a platform. And that's all for home IoT gateways. Now, we are going to move on and learn about Huawei Smart Home Solution and Huawei High-Link platform that will be used in the smart home field. First, let's take a look at Huawei Smart Home Solution, which can be summarized in a word: openness. This solution provides a platform for all partners to collaborate, and will work with partners in various industries to build a new industry environment. In terms of hardware, Huawei cooperates with smart device vendors and chip module vendors to research home devices and ensure home devices are connected to smart gateways. Regarding the IoT platform, Huawei opens capabilities and works with cloud service provider to build an intelligent cloud platform. As for service applications, Huawei works with app developers and service providers to build a joint app framework for smart homes. At the upper layer shown in the figure, Huawei provides global operators with a smart home solution, which offers network insurance for cloud, pipe, and device. How can we implement open smart gateways? Well, this is actually similar to using a desktop computer. A desktop computer is packaged with standard interfaces and slots. So when we buy basic hardware, such as a mouse, keyboard, or monitor, all we need to do is simply connect, and the driver will automatically install itself in most cases. Once this is done, we will usually install software to control and customize the devices and enjoy desired services. Huawei follows this same structure for developing the smart gateway system, where physical standard slots are replaced with wireless protocol such as Zigbee, Z-Wave, and Wi-Fi. The built-in driver of the smart gateway functions as the hardware drive of a computer and can control and convert these wireless protocols. All that is needed is for the app service provider to design apps for the smart gateways, and then users simply subscribe to the series of services to enjoy them. And that's everything for Huawei Smart Home solution. Let's move on to the Huawei High-Link technical solution and platform. What is the High-Link technical solution? Well, it's a platform that provides developers with a complete set of development solutions, from protocols used by smart hardwares, device control pages on the smart home apps, and the device control on the platform, to data sharing of hardware on the cloud. The High-Link platform supports the development of all this in just one place. In a nutshell, the platform is open, shared, easy to use, secure, reliable, and affordable. The core objective of Huawei Smart Home solution is to build an open platform that fosters collaboration among all developers to facilitate the rapid development of smart hardware, getting them onto the market as fast as possible, and quickly form an open smart home ecosystem. In the next, we will now look at how these devices connect to the platform. We will use High-Link access to connect such devices because it is cross-compatible with partners' products. For example, in the home appliance field, China is home to many major companies, such as Gree and Media. The smart home products of these manufacturers have their own platforms, but for consumers who buy devices belonging to different brands, it is difficult to use the same app or platform to control all of these devices. Huawei High-Link access can resolve the issue. 3 different methods are available for connecting to the High-Link ecosystem. For electrical appliances without communication capabilities, High-Link modules can be embedded in the appliances to connect to the platform. Similarly, vendors who have their own platforms may have their own modules. So, if they want to connect to the Huawei ecosystem, they can bring High-Link SDK to their devices to connect to the platform. If a consumer purchases products from different companies but wants to connect to the Huawei ecosystem, they can use High-Link routers to control smart devices and connect them to the High-Link platform. The Huawei High-Link platform provides 2 access modes. One is to connect through hardware interconnection, so that devices can connect to the Huawei platform through the High-Link SDK or Huawei Let OS-based hardware modules. The other option is to connect through cloud interconnection. We can log into the High-Link cloud using a personal account and connect the devices to the High-Link cloud, delivering cloud capabilities to Huawei compatible devices. Now that we are near the end of this lesson, let's finally learn about the Huawei High-Link Device SDK. To connect a device to the Huawei High-Link platform, The device must have the Huawei Hailing Device SDK integrated. The Huawei Hailing Device SDK applies to devices that run an operating system, as well as devices that do not have microprocessors but are directly developed in modules. The Hailing platform is an open platform, meaning that Huawei provides developers and consumers with multiple access modes. Developers can use multiple modes for development, and consumers can use multiple modes to access the platform. With this platform, consumers can choose products belonging to different brands and control them through one platform. That's all for the Huawei Smart Home solution and Hailing platform. Before we finish, let's briefly summarize what we learned today. In this class, you learned about the development and transformation of home networks and the corresponding functions of smart home gateways. You also gained a sound understanding of the architecture for the Huawei Smart Home solution and Hailing solution, as well as the access modes and the Hailing platform and the integration of the Huawei Hailing Device SDK. Thank you everyone, and that's all for Chapter 2 of the HCI IoT. In the next lesson, we will discuss in detail the platform layer for IoT devices. Thanks for your watching, and see you next time.